management. That's why I said that earlier. It's just not about time management. Time management is kind of it's a misnomer. If you want to check it out, when you leave here today, stand in the parking lot and manage about 60 seconds and see how you do. Think you can manage it? You can't do anything with time except watch it go by. The Greeks had an interesting term they used for time. They actually had two terms. The first was what they called Chronos time. Chronos time is a sense of it's observed time. It's train schedule, it's meeting schedule, it's dates on a calendar, things you can pretty much track with a watch. And another term, though, they called it Kairos. And for the Greeks, Kairos was love time. It's like the way you experience time. So you're in Kairos when you're with a person that you feel deeply about, and it goes too fast. Right? Or you're in Kairos when you're watching something that's critical to you, like your child is falling on a sort of set of stairs. You ever notice how long that takes? Because that's Kairos, because someone you feel deeply about is not doing well, and you see that and experience it in Kairos. And so the Greeks use this term because they wanted to understand that there are times when we have to be in Chronos. There are times when we've got to function with a schedule. We've got to function with a clock. But life doesn't work that way. Life functions in Kairos. Life functions where things slow down. Life functions where you can record a memory. In fact, the brain scientists are telling us now that if you ever have been in some sort of an accident when you think that time slowed down in that moment, I crashed my bike 17 years ago and managed to be knocked unconscious. And I can remember everything right before and everything after the crash. Something about having a concussion that causes you to wipe out memories for a little bit of time. And so what I now know is that was sort of a Kairos experience. See, the brain works harder at laying down tracks about things that it wants to remember. And it lays those tracks down so you feel like time went slowly. Time doesn't really slow down, but you feel it differently. You could choose. Where would you spend most of your time? Kairos. Because Kairos is incredibly cool. But we are so fixated on time that we spend all of our time in Chronos. And I'm guilty of it just like you. I wear a watch. I have clocks everywhere I go. My wife was criticizing the other day. I was complaining about a piece of furniture she bought, which was a big clock. And there was a clock that looked similar to it to me. And I said, well, where's this going to go? She's going to go next to it. So we're going to have two clocks in this location? Yeah. No, that doesn't make any sense. She said, you know how many clocks are in your office? Well, no, I guess I don't, but I think you do. And apparently there are 6 clocks in my office, I now know. And so, well, what are you doing with all the clocks in your office? And I like, know what time it is. But think about that. Does that feel good when we just know what time it is? Usually when I don't know what time it is, because I want to know how late I am, or whether I've got enough time to get done what I need to get done. That doesn't feel good. You want to spend time in Kairos, and that's what we're going to learn to do. We're going to learn to spend time in Kairos. Now I'm going to tell you about what the value you're going to get. We're not talking, this is not an economic discussion about what this time we're going to spend together is, but I want to talk about the value of what happens if you spend more of your time, as Chuck described, with focused attention. Focused attention, making high-value decisions, and having high energy. I'm going to tell you, the value is infinite. I can't place a dollar amount on it. It's infinite. And you've experienced it personally. When you've ever had a high-energy day, you ever had one of those days? I mean, truly high-energy focused days? It's amazing what you, I mean, you yourself kind of walk away and go, I don't know. I mean, I'm amazed at what I did. Now think about when you're being buried alive. What's that like? I mean, literally, you've got nothing left. I'm going to get you to a place of high energy. You know, Chuck talks about the fact that I live this, and I really do. I have trouble with being exposed to anything and not changing. In fact, one of my mantras is, if you want to observe learning, look for behavior. Right? If behavior changes, learning is happening. If there's no change in behavior, no learning is happening. My son Alex and I have this conversation fairly often. But you know, I have learned in the past years, we began to develop this, that I needed to make some changes in my life. I needed to make some changes. And these were not dramatic changes. You know, I live a pretty healthy kind of life, and you know, physical fitness has been a part of my life, and I think I eat decently, and until I started really studying this and realized, oh my God, I'm doing so much wrong. So over the past year, I changed my diet completely. It also helped that I broke my foot and had to kind of rehab myself. So I changed my diet completely, changed my sleep patterns, changed even my consumption of coffee. Chuck and I were talking. Chuck has known for years. I again own every device that can create a cup of coffee. I have owned one, and looking for that best quality secret cup of coffee. And I pretty much thought I found it until I quit drinking coffee. And I have more energy now in my day than I've ever had in my life. More than I've ever had in my life. And at first I thought this was going to be temporary, until I started watching the permanence of it. So even today when I had to drive here, and I've been on the road since last Sunday, and I've had late flights and late nights pretty much every day. I drove here nonstop, but the only reason to stop was to finish a phone call and write a note, and got here and felt fine. That's amazing to me. Because after a week like this, by Friday, like a lot of you probably feels like, okay, I got nothing left. I hope he doesn't like bore me too much. I don't know how I'm going to stay awake. You ever feel that? I mean, let's be honest. They get you higher levels of energy. So much so that, well, you're here with your wife, but for those of you that are not, it's going to scare them. Absolutely scare them.
We're not married. I'm married to another person.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Then you're going to scare her. Because it will scare people when you actually have more energy. And so we're going to get you there with this simple idea. Everyone in this room has the potential to do extraordinary things. Everyone in this room. And extraordinary is a fantastic word when you think about it. Because extraordinary is unique to your own life. It really is. And so when Latasha wants to be an extraordinary mom to Maya, that's your own definition of what that looks like. And we can define it for ourselves, and we can achieve extraordinary levels. And it's interesting, I love doing introductions because here's what people do. Every time I meet people, they'll say, as Mark did, I'm a dad. See, that's how we define ourselves. Wouldn't it be cool if somebody said, I'm an extraordinary dad? Wouldn't that just be cool? You know, and you know, and I'm not just saying that, I'm not saying that we're not good. You know, good's a problem. It really is. Because the good gets in the way of great. And so often we settle with good, you know, and I think about my work, and I think, you know, gosh, I travel all the time, and I can't be home a whole lot, and so, you know, I'm okay. Like, I'm a good dad. I'm a pretty good husband. I mean, you know, and that's cool, but you know what? My wife deserves better than that. My wife deserves an extraordinary husband. My kids deserve an extraordinary dad. My company deserves an extraordinary consultant. So I gotta go for something more than good. Good's not good enough anymore, not in this world. And for you, good isn't even the price of entry. Try being good and bringing people to this organization. Try see how that works. They're kind of good over there. We kind of looked at it, and they're good. Chuck was speaking the other day, and it was good. No, it's got to be extraordinary. Because extraordinary gets people to stand up and take notice, doesn't it? Every time you see extraordinary, you go, wow, and you've done it yourself. You said, there's something about that I want to be part of. There's something about her that I don't know what it is, but I want to be around her. There's something coming off this person that makes me want to do more. That's what extraordinary looks like. Extraordinary looks like something you don't see very often. And so we're going to go